Hey guys, it's Coach B. Wiley here. Happy Sunday. I told y'all the next time y'all saw this tree behind me, it was gonna be a little different. So I decorated it. Hope it shows up on camera pretty good. So today I'm gonna do an AskBWiley question. It says, what are some things you should avoid doing if your girlfriend is going through a tough time? The main thing you should avoid doing is trying to make her do something she don't want to do. So if she want to lay around, sleep around in her bed, not sleep around, guys, but sleep around in her bed, being lazy as she's going through her experience, because I think that anything that we go through, whether it's highs, lows, whether it is natural disasters or just life stuff, because it rains on the just and the unjust, of course, I think you just got to give her some time. You got to give her some time. Don't try to force her to do anything. Just give her the time and space to get through this tough time. And as she's going through it, maybe you can then open up a conversation with her. If you've had a similar experience, you can say, well, when I was going through a similar experience, this really helped me. You can also offer her, it's not about what to avoid, it's about what can you do. And that's literally what you can ask her. What can I do? And doing something can simply mean just being in the room. It can simply mean just walking her dog for her, because you know the dog has to go for a walk, even though it's not your dog. Doing that, taking the trash out, even though, and this is about when you don't live together. Or if you do live together, taking the trash out, washing the dishes, loading the washer. These are some things that you can do for her versus getting so caught up in what you can avoid. Because if you get so caught up in that, you might do something because you're overly stressed about what not to do, that you get off track. So when someone's going through a tough time, even if you can't relate, you just want to be there for that person. If they're your person, they're your friend, they're your loved one, you simply want to be there with an ear to listen, a shoulder to cry on, a TV show to watch that you could suggest to brighten up their day and cheer them up. So that was the first question. All right, and I'm just going to go down these questions. Since I'm here, I might as well, right? Since you're here, we might as well do it together. What role does communication play in keeping a healthy and happy relationship with your girlfriend? I'm seeing a trend here with the guys just really wanting to know what they can do to make their relationship better. I love that. Typically, in my profession, it's women who are always wondering what they can do to keep a guy, what I can do to get him to do this. But this is a shift here. So what role does communication play in keeping a healthy and happy relationship with your girlfriend? Y'all know communication is my specialty. I love communication. I love learning about it. I love educating others about it. I'm sorry for the sniffles, guys. It's cold outside. I just came from outside. It's ice cold. And that's why I'm bundled up. That's why I look like a talking head, because I got on the turtleneck because I'm cold. And so anyway, the best role it plays in it, it's top tier. Outside of money, because when it comes to romantic relationships, money is typically the issue, a big issue that can cause a rift or distance created or cheating in a relationship. So communication, as long as you're open from the gate, and I say be open from the gate. And now that we're talking about a man, men come in being open. Typically it takes men a while to open up. Not that they're afraid that you're going to run off and blab their business, or maybe they are. Because in my experience, talking to men, they typically won't show you their hand until they believe they can trust you. That's what it is. So with men and women will just yap, a lot of women from the beginning, and then men are kind of closed mouth, and they'll see if they can trust you, and then they'll open up. And so as far as communication, when you're in a relationship and you're feeling like something isn't right, or it's an awkward moment, uncomfortable moment, you don't know how they're going to react, or whatever it may be, you just lead it with love. I always say that. It's a broken record. I say it all the time. Lead with love. And if you're not at the loving moment, it's just a figure of speech. You like them, don't you? Okay, so you lead in the relationship talk with love. That means you let them know what you're grateful for as far as that relationship goes. And then you shift and you transition into whatever issue, whatever change, whatever shift that is going to be in the near future or in the present time that must be discussed. As long as you're both emotionally intelligent, as long as you're both willing to work on the relationship and be open to listening, letting it sink in, and then responding in a mature way, it will work. I say that because a lot of people, when they communicate, they deflect, they ignore, they leave stuff out by omitting information. You'll say something directly to someone like the sky is blue, and then they'll come back and say, oh, you said the sky was red, so what are you talking about? Like, a lot of people are combative. A lot of people don't listen. A lot of people listen to respond. It's so many different communicators out here that are not good. So as long as you're saying something, that's good. Even if the delivery, the tone, your body language is off. The message, and I will tell you this, with all those things being not so good, the message is the meat of the conversation. And I've said this before, even if you're not the best communicator, as long as you're communicating, then you're rolling the ball in the right direction. When you mute your mouth, when you decide you're not going to say anything, when you get angry and then say, even though you have a problem, you say there isn't a problem, you are the problem. So let's go back to the question. What role does communication play in keeping a healthy and happy relationship? It's the main role. It's the main character in the stage play. And then the money, of course, is up there too. But communication, in my opinion, since you're asking me, is one of the most important ingredients to keeping a relationship good, loving, romantic, healthy, happy, fun, and all things in between. All right. The next question is, what does being a, they put in quotation marks, good talker mean to you? A good talker? When I hear about that, I mean, it can mean anything. And a lot of people, they'll write me questions and there is just really nothing but what they give me. And that's literally what they've given me. So being a good talker could mean what I'm doing right now. I specialize in communication. I love it. I learn it. I educate myself on it. I try to tweak it. I try to become better every day. I do speaking engagements. I have practice. That's a good talker. Another good talker could be, the first thing that really came to my mind was someone being charming and them being able to literally come up with just the right words at just the right time for the occasion. And they're just smooth as a baby's bottom. And really, they can come up with stuff to talk about at the drop of a dime. And if someone throws them a curveball, they're like this lyricist, like some kind of musician. They can just pick it up where you dropped it off at and keep the party going. And that can be good and not so good, depending on who they're talking to and why they're doing that. Because you can be that kind of talker and get a job and get a promotion and get all the things you want on your career, specifically if you're a salesman. However, you can also be a good talker and nobody believes anything that comes out of your mouth. And that's not a good thing, because then they believe they're being sold a dream. And no woman, when it comes to dating, wants to feel like she's being sold a dream, because that isn't genuine nor authentic. So that's what I think a good talker is. Let's do one more. I'm trying to make this video a minimum of 10 minutes, and we're at 8.5 minutes right now. Let's see. What does it mean? This is a random one here. What does it mean if a girl gave you a song to hear? Typically, when a girl gives a guy a song to hear, she's trying to tell you something, brother. So typically, there's always some kind of hidden message in a song, or cryptic. It can go both ways. Or cryptic message, which we don't want the cryptic message. We want the good loving message. So what it means is maybe she's tried to tell you something out of her mouth and you're just not receiving it. B, she still tried to tell you something out of her mouth. Her delivery, her tone, her body language was not good. You see a theme here? And then so you got on the defense and now you ain't talking. So she sends you a song. Or it could be that she really just likes this song and she wants you to hear this song to see if you like it too, see if you resonate with it, or if you're going through something. Excuse me, I got some water here. Let me drink some water. Cheers. Maybe this song can help you through your tough time. Maybe this song can help you celebrate a good time. It can mean anything, but guess what? How do you know any of this, of what I'm talking about, the questions that you're asking me? You don't know anything until you ask your partner. So with this question here, the last one about hearing a song, after you listen to the song, express your feelings on what that song meant to you, and then ask them their feelings about the song, and then you discuss each other's feelings on why she sent you the song. And then on the other one, the question about the good talker mean to you, you can address that talker that you're talking to. Address them, and as far as what that means to you, and then get their response on that, because like I said, it can be many things as far as a good talker is, and I don't know which one, but I gave you a few options. And then the last one about communication is just, you can ask your partner too, and I'd advise you to do this early on when you're dating someone. Ask them, I mean in the first date, what kind of communicator are you? When you're happy, when you're sad, when you're mad, when maybe you lost a job, maybe an old friend passed away because they were sick, maybe you have some strife with yourself. What kind of communicator are they? You want to get that out early on, and then you can let them know what kind of communicator you are as well, because you definitely don't ever want to ask someone a question that you're going to be broad or vague in your answer with. All right? So I believe that's Ask B Wiley for today. Happy Sunday. This video is literally going up today. What's today's date? Today it is 5:36 and it is December 18th. Christmas is around the corner. So I hope you enjoyed this Sunday. I hope you're having a good day. I hope y'all like my tree in the background. Outside of that, guys, if you want to follow me, feel free to do so. Subscribe here if you like this video. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, you guys. Since I've been doing this Vlogmas, I missed yesterday. I have been doing 1 to multiple videos a day, every day this month. I missed the 17th because, oh my gosh, I had a full day anyway. And then towards the end of the day, when I can sit down, I had a headache and I was so run down from working. I work forget it. I work every day of the week in my real life. And it's just like, girl. So I had to lay down. So I was in the bed. I headed to the bed around this time yesterday. I was in the bed at 7. So if you want to see me, other than YouTube, that long pause. If you want to see me outside of YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, I'm on all of those. Coach B Wiley. If you want to see me most days of the week, meaning as of right now, every day of the week, I'm always going to be on a TikTok, period. I'm going to do a TikTok tonight. I'm always on TikTok. Outside of TikTok, I do an Instagram story most days of the week, usually 6 days of the week. Outside of Instagram, I'm on YouTube this month. If it's not an uploaded video, it will be a short. Excuse me. So that's where I am. Not so much on Facebook because I've been shadow banned for probably almost 2 years now. So that means that my 2,600 followers, which I'm sure have dropped, I haven't even looked on there. But the 2,600 followers that I do have, they're dropping like flies, I'm sure. But none of them see it. But I think 26 people out of 2,600 followers see my thing. So if I go up live right now, 26 people will show up. And that's all they're going to show it to because they're trying to get me to pay them to promote. And why can't I just go on here like I'm doing now and get organic and natural subscribers and viewers and thumbs up? So that's my jam. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later.